evening. Welcome to the Deltahead stream. I am James Howell, and tonight we're going to be doing some Subsistence style missions from Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. We've been doing, sorry for the week and a half hiatus, had some stuff come up, didn't really allow the time or energy to stream, but we're getting back into our regular routine and taking a break from Killer 7 for just a few streams here. I've got to admit, it's kind of an intense game to sort of play and share with others, so not feeling up to it tonight, but we'll do it later. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5 again lately, and I've kind of gotten into that groove where you feel really good about your skills, you know kind of what you want to do for your strategy, and I think this would be a fun thing to kind of share with folks because it's got enough surprises to it to make it interesting live and kind of good at it. So, that is where we stand. Give me 1 second to bring chat up on this iPad. Where are you at, my friend? Very good. Excellent. So, for the pregame show, tonight I want to look at some of the shot composition from one of my noir favorites. I think it's 1965. The English title is A Colt Is My Passport. Colt, of course, being the handgun, and the title referring to the fact that the storyline culminates in the main character trying to get out of the country because he did a hit job, and you know that's kind of what you do when you've spent your one currency of reputation in a country, and now you got to get out. And so that's sort of it. He can't get out on his own with a passport, so he's got to find a way of smuggling himself out at one point. But that's not what we're going to look at. What we're going to look at is how the three particular types of shot composition really go a long way towards setting up what is it's a very energetic climax, but also just a really great setting. And the setting creates the mood and kind of narrates where the character is in terms of the stakes that he's playing with for his own life, and yeah, so we're just gonna look at some of those shots and kind of see how that builds up to it because I think it's really cool. So let's see, here we go. All right, so Colt Is My Passport. The three types of shots that we're gonna look at that lead into and set a kind of a framework of expectations for what the movie is going to look like and going to feel like all the way up to the climax. And the three categories we're going to look at, one is flatness and occlusion. So basically what that means is any kind of shot composition that takes dimensionality, three-dimensionality, and flattens it, or that presents some sort of just arbitrary intervening layer between the viewer and the action. So that's the first kind, occlusion and flatness. The second type, what did I call the second type? I wrote it down and I forgot the words. Angles and depth. So the other kind is establishing shots where there is unusual framing of depth in an environment, so that you know that you are seeing layers upon layers. You're seeing a multitude of lives, a multitude of just a ton of information that you can't possibly process, you can't possibly know. So you're in this sort of world of you're in a world of mysteries, and that's kind of the noir feel, right? And the last one is close-ups, which the movie does a surprising lot of. And that includes close-ups of equipment, sort of loving attention to details on weapons, on equipment, and then we're going to kind of look at how the climax sort of pays all that off. So first up, with occlusion and flatness, it starts with flatness right here, the title card, the text. This is Colt Is My Passport. And the two title cards for the credits, I honestly don't even know what this is. It could be flames, it could be oil streaks over some sort of canvas, it could be some sort of water distortion, it could be oil in water. I don't know, but it looks very neat, and it sets up it sets up the fact that there's going to be kind of an aesthetic approach here, even as it is a kind of a noir mystery betrayal story. Yeah, so here we get some more of the occlusion. You've got this shot here looking from the outside of a building into a couple of guys who are meeting. This actually is not the view of somebody who's about to, perform a hit. This is just kind of establishing the shot so you can understand that there's information that you don't have access to. You're barred from it. This is another one. This grate. So the action in this scene actually takes place on both the viewer side and the porter side of that gate, and they hand things through it. Joe Shishido is the lead, walks around, and it's just one unbroken shot. And so they take that occlusion and they really lean into it as the thing that's holding the shot and the moment together. This right here is the same thing from a different angle. This is after he is, he's done his job. He's the hitman, and he's done his sort of like second story perch shot. And but yeah, so you don't have that sort of closeness to him after the work is done. There's still this obstacle in between. And also later there's a hostage handoff, and they take advantage of this sort of handrail for a gangway up to the deck to do the same thing. And also here toward the end there's a curtain that they kind of put in between the viewer and Joe, and you can kind of see there's a candle and a lamp foregrounded there. And so these are just some of the things that they use to establish flatness and occlusion as a narrating style, that there's this sort of cramped enclosure, there's sort of claustrophobia of information. And then it sort of leans into the other direction of like a lot of angles from a lot of establishing shots. So you've got this house there, you've got this really nicely framed view of some apartments from a rooftop, this view inside a restaurant, which is lovely. You can see everything is sort of framed kind of at an off center through these partitions. This is one of my favorite setups in the whole thing, because just that one little partition there on the left, and it's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not paper, it's not wood, it's just this metal grate with somebody's picture hung up on it, and that separates the room out. You can kind of see it here from another angle as well. And so these things create a sense of depth, create a sense of mystery and sort of second guessing. This is also a lovely shot with the paintings there on the back wall panels, and the kind of stylized aquarium thrown in there. And of course a lot of outdoor things where there's a lot of depth of the city receding into the background. And even when you've got Joe here he's got one of his hero moments as he's bravely going off to face the forces that would take his friends instead of him. But even still, even in this sort of like wide open area, there's a depth created. This actually doesn't relate to the thesis, but I actually really like the composition of this shot, because you've got the up like that, and that's really cool. And then you've got the close-ups, which this is also something they use frequently. This is when they're talking to a bank teller. Instead of taking the camera and lifting it up to the teller's face, they actually drop it down to the speaker that the teller is talking out of, which is just this brilliant idea, because that's the thing you're acoustically sort of interacting with, and that's what gets the visual. They actually cut from the money that the bank teller is handing out down to the box, and you don't see her face, you just see the thing that she speaks through, and that's kind of neat. Other kinds of equipment on the boat, equipment in the car, radio and things like that, you get a real close-up shot on. And of course, as in any movie where there's a hitman who sets up his perch, loving attention to the moment of setup. So you got Joe with his gun in his case, and you get to watch the assembly, and he's counting bullets, and there are these moments where his equipment and his attention to it get very special attention. This is where he's building a time bomb, which has a lot of importance in the final scene. And you can see there he's kind of assembling it. This really lovely shot. This is just amazing. This is at the end of the time bomb construction sequence, and here he is. He's holding it up. I mean, this is so clearly stylized, because I cannot imagine, unless he is working with something on the mechanisms on the backside of this dial, cannot possibly imagine what he could be looking at. But yeah, that's beautiful. It conveys the importance of this bomb. It conveys what the stakes are. Oh, weird. AC unit must have kicked on in the other room. It conveys like how important this thing is, and it also conveys his tension. Like, this shot is just so good, narrates so much. And then we get to the climax, which is this, and this has like no precedent anywhere else in the movie. You have a little bit of depth there in the background, but it's just this weird industrial wasteland. And this is where the final showdown occurs. Spoilers for anybody who plans on watching A Colt Is My Passport. Showing you this doesn't actually spoil it, because the actual moment itself is actually really brilliantly executed. But yeah, so this really broad, wide open landscape, all the claustrophobia and all the second guessing that the environment sort of sets you up to feel, all that's gone, and it's just washed away in the pure simplicity of a final showdown. And here you have him setting up his trap. There's kind of it kind of reminds me of some of the sort of combat battle of wits that you see in, I think JoJo's Stardust Crusaders is the one that comes to mind in particular, because the day always goes to the smartest and strongest, not just the strongest. And so this is the same kind of battle of wits here. Joe's digging a hole in the ground into which he can fall should a car charge him, which, surprise, it does. And so yeah, and there's a little bit of attention left. It gives you a close-up shot of the weapons, his time bomb. And but it's different this time, because even though it gets that close-up to them, even though you get that focused shot which conveys the importance, it's now juxtaposed with this vast wasteland. There's this almost hopelessness to it, like a life preserver in an ocean. And so it has that extra meaning, that extra kick. Then the battle ensues. There's a really lovely panning shot. This is just really well framed and constructed. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I wind up giving away the end of it, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, so this is thanks, Iceman Dan, and I remember now the last two slides on this would spoil something that if you are planning to watch it, I don't want to spoil for you. So, but yeah, so there's this nice rolling shot. This is the last thing I'll linger on for this, where he. Oh, okay, cool. I just don't want to spoil the experience for you if that's something you'd intended to do. But yeah, this is so cool. So it's like this running shot where the camera rolls along parallel to him, and they're just these guys running after him, and he uses his shotgun, then just throws it away, and then of course pulls out a sidearm. So it's this sort of like helter-skelter, but he's got enough contingency backup plans to sort of handle the chaos of it. And then after all that, you've got him silhouetted on the background, and then it zooms back out from the perspective of the car, and it's just this it's like you can kind of see like Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws perspective, right? Like 100 meters off, and I mean, it almost looks like you're looking through a mouth there. And yeah, so it uses this big, broad, wide open space. There's a really nice suggestion of depth there on the left side with the power lines. And yeah, so it ends with a final attack. Again, I appreciate your consideration, Iceman Dan, but still, I think my point is made without ruining the last scene for you. Definitely go watch this for yourself. But yeah, so this is what is interesting to me about the cinematography of A Colt Is My Passport, which is that it uses these shots that suggest either such a myopic focus on something that you don't have the full picture, like focusing on the weapons, focusing on specific objects and items, or angles and depth that suggest hidden pockets of space, or flatness, which again suggests that there's just some extra element that you're not aware of, which works perfectly well for the noir feel. And then it all leads up to this, with this climax that happens in just this wide open plain. And I don't know if that has any kind of deeper significance. I think that probably somebody could draw more from that. I'm a little tired, so I'm not. I'm just pointing out that I think this is really cool, and it's a really good way of crafting a final moment that has extra impact. So yeah, that's our pregame show. And now, yes, absolutely, the spaghetti western aesthetic. Actually, this is something I was reading up on Nikatsu's sort of film initiatives, their angles during the sort of Diamond Guys era, which is Joe Shishido, Hideaki Nitani, and Akira Kobayashi during his sort of like younger, like heartthrob actor years. And a lot of the action stuff that they're leaning on are like the spaghetti westerns and other westerns that have been very popular in America and Hollywood, and they just sort of brought them over and did their own style with it. And I mean, one of the things that I do like about Japanese cinematography in general is the variety of perspectives, the vacillation, and vacillation suggests wishy-washiness, the cycling. That's what I'm looking for. The cycling between flatness and dimensionality, and that's something that they bring uniquely to that kind of storytelling, and I think is great. So, with that in mind, let's hop over to some Metal Gear Solid 5. There we go. There's our man. Let's get this over. What's our ratio here? Cool. Let's do this so my ears don't blow up. And I think we're in good shape. Oh man, I've had my hair back in a hair tie for like half the day, and so it's this neither nor. It hasn't got a fixed shape, so it's still kind of hanging on my ears, but it's not full enough down for me to kind of do anything with. It's just what you live with medium length hair. I love the little tick 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 of D-Dog's footprints. Always go traveling with your pup. Yeah, right. The Fulton technology would absolutely be useful and vital there, wouldn't it? That's horrible. I have lived every day in shock as that has unfolded. FOB event is underway. No, we will do that later. Alright, so one of the mission types in this game that I really like... no, I think that
Please select a mission.
We would all feel better relying upon Venom, in this case, than many of our government's initiatives. It's just stunning. The mission type that I really enjoy in this, the subsistence types, and you can voluntarily create this challenge for yourself, taking the model that they presented, but it's always really nice when they set it up as a challenge that you have to overcome for progression's sake itself. Let's see, there are two of them. This one, C2W, and the premise of this is you're going in with no prep for your sortie, you're going in with no armor, no sneaking equipment, just your fatigues, and not even specialized fatigues, just I think your regular tiger stripe, and I like it, so we're gonna do it.
Mission accepted.
Let's see. That seems like a bad idea.
Heading to Afghanistan.
Also, no pup. Because Venom's got to do it on his lonesome. Find the graffiti version of the Diamond Dog's sort of dog logo somewhat gruesome, because they leave like paint drops down there where it's overlapped by the diamond, and it kind of looks like gore or something. It's like the dog's been beheaded. It's very, very unsettling, and I think intentionally so, because that's around the time that Miller starts with his sort of paranoiac big boss is watching you 1984 style suspicion of anybody who could be from Cypher.
You need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base.
Yes, the dog is. I think Quiet is useful in some regards too. I think she can also identify sniper locations, but gotta admit, I just love the road warrior feel of going out there and trotting with a dog. Oh yeah, you only have your bionic arm too. Also, I noticed this the last time I played through. So this is something I do on Metal Gear Solid 3. Is when I'm playing a clever, sneaky guy style of gameplay, I will get full magazines in my guns and then unload them so I can have the magazines for throwing distractions. But if you, let's see, what are our priorities here? See, diamonds, 2 prisoners being held at Wiala Village. Why, that's right over there. But yeah, if you fire enough times to reload, you actually don't keep the magazine in your inventory, which feels like a rare oversight. Yeah, well, then I'm just gotta show them how it's done, you know? Let the legend come back to life.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
So first things first,
Analysis
I need to get a
complete.
gun.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Actually, you get 2 guns. Oh, hello.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Can I do this? Nope. I thought he was going to stop at the barricade, and then I could hop in, but that didn't happen. Clearly. Yes, please, come check it out. Yes, follow me.
Where are your friends?
And I got a gun.
Updated.
And now he's going to pull out his sidearm. And I got a second gun. Now you stay there forever. Actually, put you over here. Evening, Space Hamlet. It's good to see you. Yeah, I know that this is a favorite of yours. That's such a video game logic thing that the only way to cure a concussion is another concussion. Like a light switch. Brain swelling. Which way are you looking? Let's see, which way are you going?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Okay. Cool.
Ничего нет. Живая.
Okay.
Some
Wow, that is,
shortly.
Sunset good and fast there, didn't it?
смотреть! Иди за мной! Понял!
No, dude! I had that prompt. Let's see if we can do it this time. There we are.
Speak. Where are your friends?
Has been updated.
Well, that was a little heavier than I intended, but sure. Let's pick you up. Oh, nifty! You've been playing it on PS3. Oh, that's interesting. I heard that the PS3 version, its player base was smaller than all the other versions, and therefore,
The map has been updated.
oh, where'd you guys come from? Oh, right. I asked for their comrades' locations. That the player base is so small that they were able to completely disarm the nukes.
Слышал? Наконец-то стали распределять танки по авансостану. Отличная техника. Да, просто железный зверь. Да, конечно, не самые новые танки. Лучше их все равно не найти.
Yes, what could possibly be going on? Why don't you come take a look?
Обнаружил следы вторжения! Теряйте бдительность!
Okay, you cool off in here.
Hands up. Talk. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Нет, не делай этого!
Talk. Where are your friends?
Okay. So, no information on the prisoners, but I feel like this gets that outpost pretty well secured. Let me,
Guard post analysis complete.
Oh. They just pieced out. They captured it. That's great. I did not know they would do that.
Analysis complete.
Yeah, I played through this the first time back in 2015 on my regular PlayStation 4, and have since upgraded to a PS4 Pro, and I agree, the graphics are much improved. I remember I played Ground Zeroes on PS3, and one of the things that I really liked about the PS4 version is how well the basically the textures don't.
Enemy presence detected.
Texture's not the right
The
word.
map has been updated.
Little environmental objects like grass and the like don't take so long to pop in. Like there are some areas in the PS3 version where you can be looking off into the distance just regularly like this and not see any foliage, and then zoom up close and all of a sudden, now there's grass there and you can't see what you thought you would be able to see. So a few slight hiccups like that as concessions to the hardware, but oh yes, in fact I do know that about you. And I dig that. Yes, I think that is I do not think that leaning 100% into the fidelity experience is the only way to do it. So I gotta find me some prisoners. Oh.
Analysis complete.
There we go. Could have sworn that my sonar pinged somebody over here. Yeah, there we go. I'm betting that that 19 meters is a prisoner. In fact, it is. And let's see. I'd like to attract as little attention as possible. Sorry, friend. This is for the best. I promise you, this is just until we get far enough away that they're not suspicious of the balloon.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Let's see, can I capture that? Oh, nope. Already gone. Alright, this should be good. Well, I do like me some slapstick, I've got to admit. Buster Keaton
Analysis complete.
and the Three Stooges have much to tell us about how to play our tactical espionage actions. Okay. You were looking that way. Let's do a quick check. That
Analysis
does not
complete.
benefit me to do. Let's see. Yeah, here's a wall. We can use a wall. We can also use this wall. Good. I like to play strategically, but I also don't like to play turtly, so any way I can find that sort of balance between between strategy and timidity, or strategy and boldness. That's my preference.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Wonder if that 64-meter mark is my other prisoner. Okay. I'm gonna go check that out as soon as these guys spin around. For my druthers, I prefer to Fulton as little as possible on a challenge run, because I feel that depopulating the areas of guards makes that a little easier than I want, because I would like the consequences of my actions to, well, have a little bit of weight. Yep, that's it. That's our fella. Yeah, right. Oh, you're one room over. Yep, let's go. Good, gotcha. Alright, where are our guys? Fellas, just gonna creep behind you and then make my way out, and then we can go accomplish the mission that we were sent here to do. Let's go ahead and
Analysis
document that.
complete.
I like trying to go through and capture outposts with holdups exclusively. That guy's just patrolling around this village with a surface-to-air missile on his back. I remember I went to a safety conference. This would have been back in one of the major employers in the area that I grew up had a. Let's see. I bet we can probably just do this now. Had a safety seminar conference, and one of the things that they had as kind of an attraction was. Oh, sorry. I meant to put you down gently. Well, you thought that was bad. Just ignore what's about to happen. Being Fulton sounds terrifying.
Extraction arrived at
Rockin'.
base.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The map has
But yeah, no, they had as one of their things, they had a kind of a
arrived at base.
video game monitor thing attached to the inside of what is basically a Stinger missile launcher. And I got to lift one of those up after having played a lot of Metal Gear Solid 1, and let me tell you, I have no idea how Solid Snake is just running around with that thing, because it's super heavy. Let's see. We are... Oh wow, those guys really trucked it, didn't they? Okay. You know, I already got all his weapons. I would like a few more handgun rounds, so we're gonna do this. Now that there's no consequence. Or a lower likelihood of an alert. All right. Let me just plug this,
Marker placed.
and then plug that,
Marker
and that
placed.
gets me where I need to go. Yeah, very good genes.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Like just to kind of roleplay Venom Snake's consciousness as he's running. Views himself as someone who's noble and at one with nature. That's a truck!
Enemy presence detected. The map
Oh, wait.
has been updated.
They're gonna stop for the goats? They're not gonna stop for the goats. Well, they're sheep, not goats. But you understand me. I always love hopping in a truck if I can. I admire how they sped up the animation of Venom Snake's running animation by like 3 or 4 in order to make the gameplay feel good. But that right there, in terms of general fidelity of how things operate and how things feel that are being represented from real life, a surface-to-air missile launcher, as a case in point. It really shows how these actions are abstracted and tweaked for gameplay purposes, so it's fun rather than like pure simulation.
Clouds approaching. Enemy analysis complete. The map has been updated.
I think there's just the 2 of them. Runs with sheep, that's right. just take that off.
Marker removed.
I love this. Huh. Love that roll. It's very satisfying. Sometimes I like just to do that. Well, not there. That'll kill me. Like to do it just to do it. It does take the wind out of your sails a little bit to be trying to trigger a cool character animation and then wind up just plummeting to your death. It's not the payoff you might be hoping for.
Enemy presence detected. You have arrived in your destination.
Alright, so there's a crack in the wall over here. I see it. If memory serves, I think there are some claymores around here that I do not want to be on the receiving end of. Alright, come on, dog time.
You have arrived. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Come on. Well. There we go. I have a very good support team. You will absolutely make it through this sandstorm just fine. I like that. So when you Fulton out humans, as soon as the balloon goes up, you get a very cartoony, slapsticky, "Ah!" And I like that they carry that over to everything out there, even sheeps, wolves, like meh, as it flies up, scarcely able to believe that this is in fact an experience it's having. Oh, hey, there's that truck.
Clouds approaching. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There we go. There's one of the claymores. I remembered right. Well, sure.
You made it. First, use the
Let's
binoculars to locate
do better with this one.
locations
There we go.
at the facility.
fewer pellets to the face.
Нет, не делай этого.
Talk. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Oh,
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
okay. I remember where the comms equipment is.
Analysis complete.
It's a lot of dudes. Is this a sniper rifle? It is a sniper rifle. I will take that instead. Thank you.
Don't talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
That should get rid of at least one guy. So I'm thinking if I can get in here, plant this claymore where I need to, don't see me, and then I can use the sniper rifle to hit it. Do I have an angle on that? Kind of don't really. Let's see what we got. Pretty sure these guys aren't going to walk behind there. Okay, good. That's very good.
Heads up.
Shoot. You know what? Let's just do this. No, go, 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 go! Over, over!
Now get out of the hot zone.
Oh yeah, let's do this!
Has been updated.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, that's not gonna work.
It's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Oh my god. Dude, go around it! Okay. Oh my god. Maybe that's not gonna work. Ah, shoot. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to get on top of it and then use the Fulton and get out, but no can do. I feel a little robbed that the guys, when I held him up and he turned around and he sliced at me with the knife. Let's see, where does this set me back? Do I still have those guys rescued? I do. That's good. Normally there's like he has to call out and alert others to your presence, and I thought that I was going to get that leeway, but apparently not. Evening, Swedish X. Good to see you. Well, now I have my strategy, which is maybe I'm gonna approach from this direction. If I can work my way around and get both of them from behind.
You made it. First.
The mission purist in me really wishes that enemies did not remain marked between playthrough attempts. Because I like doing the recon each time through. You know, let's just... Nope, that's not working. What?
You've completed your objective. Get out of the hot zone.
So all my sneaking is clearly not something I'm relying on here at the very end. Alright. Oh, go, 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 go! No, don't turn around! Yeah, let those bones knit there for a second, fella. let's go around here. Yes! Yes! Later! Oh my god! That last vision of staring down the flashlights of like 10 guns. Oh man.
Alright, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Oh man. A specialist? I don't know. I just assume I actually should pay more attention to what that indicates as far as like a gameplay thing, but I don't. That's a really good question that I can look into. Accuracy, 0%. 0 out of 4. I missed all 4 shots that I took. I think it's probably, I'm looking at accuracy there, and I think it's probably counting the shots that I took at the Claymore while I was knocked down on the ground. Evening, Gerbil. It's good to see you. Or meet you, actually. I don't think I've seen you out at the streams before. Let's see. What is a mission that... what time are we at? Oh, we've got time. That's good. No. Holding enemies up can absolutely take them out of action. The downside being that once any kind of alert kicks in, well, actually, no, only once full-on alert kicks in, they hop back up and they're emboldened to attack again. Let's get some of that blood cleaned off. Oh man, yeah, it's there's almost like no bad experience with that. I mean, yeah, it's a little frustrating if you're going for a perfect, clean, total stealth victory, but honestly, anything that's got that level of drama and scramble to get out of is still gratifying in its own way. The story that emerges, like that final shot of Venom Snake holding on to the Fulton balloon as just staring down a ton of rifles with flashlights. That right there, that's worth screwing up for. That's great. Yeah, you know, even if I had the time to do a similar thing with Metal Gear Solid 5 as I did with Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh wow, that's weird. That looks better in the binoculars. Metal Gear Solid 3 was easy to make something like that for, because you get that morale boost. You can all re-salute me, thank you. Thank you for saluting me, now do it again. It was kind of a closed playground in a way, you know, that that there were very fixed, carefully crafted spaces. And you could explore the mechanics and the tricks and everything in those confines. The open world aspect of Metal Gear Solid 5, like there's just so much flexibility, and each tool seems to adapt to specific scenarios so precisely. It would be a challenge to find a way of abstracting that into a lesson that I could. Not even a bullseye that I would be able to communicate in any kind of instructive video. So let's see. What is a mission?
Please select a mission
that would be cool to do a subsistence challenge on? Oh, actually, there's one more here. Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
Mission accepted.
Yeah.
Heading to Afghanistan.
Excuse me. I agree, Gerbil. And while I'm pretty good at being able to identify those and build my own strategies. Wonder if
This mission has
a
two
different
objectives.
format would be needed than the Foxhound Rank
Take the
walkthrough.
post at Smasi Fort and stop the deployment of his tank unit. Your first move should be to head to Sakrai village and search for the colonel and his deployment plans.
So when they say like show like featured mecha up in there in the credits as though it's like a guest appearance, it is strange to see a real world tank referred to as a mecha, and just the parlance I know that's always been restricted to you know, fantasy machines, Voltrons and the like.
The map has been updated.
Let's see, do I have a crack in the wall I can climb? I do not.
You have arrived at your destination.
Iceman Dan, yeah, I think that I had the pleasure of participating in a podcast,
Has been updated.
the Kojima Frequency, which is run by an old friend, Ryan Nitroid Kincaid, and a couple of other great folks. One of them was the speedrunner of Metal Gear Solid 3 in the Tuxedo run. This year's GDQ, just very, very wonderful folks, and
Analysis complete.
and also
Analysis complete.
and the third host, whose name I don't know if she shares, so I will not share that on stream. But yeah, she was awesome as well. But yeah, no, I was on there and we were actually talking about the different kinds of approaches you can take through so many of these games. And one of my takeaways is that these games, their creativity really comes out when you get to the non-lethal stuff, and I really like how many options they give you in this game to do strange and creative things with non-lethal strategies. I feel very, very sure that there are going to be claymores up here, because they like to do that on retreads of these missions. Oh yeah, the decoys are fantastic. Actually, the, what is the mission? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. How can I work around this? Yeah, this looks good. Let's grab this fella here. Cool. One of the ways, if you're trying to do the Code Talker mission and you're trying to deal with the sniper,
Analysis complete.
the sniper skull unit, those. There we go. Stay prone. Those decoys is the word I'm trying to say. Are a godsend. I find that I need to use the binoculars to course correct when I'm dealing with rocky terrain, because sometimes Snake trying to move through the environment results in collision that makes him stand up, and that is not something that I want him to do here. So I kind of reorient kind of reorient him with the binoculars. There you go.
Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Thank you. And I would also like your handgun. Oh. Oh no. I'm so sorry. My God, the rock is just consuming him. Dude! Okay, good. Let's see. Can I get around this thing and steal it? Because I feel I can make use of this. Good. That's right. Well, I mean, you know, out in a desert landscape, life finds a way that is often strange and alien to us. But we must accept it because those are nature's conclusions to nature's problems. And yes, I agree, Swedish X. The skulls in that one were very difficult to predict. Even using the decoys, it's not a perfect. Excuse me. It's not a perfect solution. You guys gonna have a conversation? Good. I didn't mean to do that. I genuinely meant to shoot him and stagger him. But no. Ah. But no, the auto aim was a little too precise. Well, that didn't go as planned. How do you still have a sniper rifle? Ugh. All right, you know what? That's not doing what I want. Let's do that again. I can do that better. I agree. I haven't played Watch Dogs 2, but I definitely agree with The Last of Us. Trying to use stealth tactics and make it through. Same with Uncharted, actually, which is a bigger challenge because you actually there are some set pieces that are designed not to be met with stealth. You're actually supposed to trigger combat at a certain point. And so you can stealth through, but there's always one enemy that when you kill, no matter how obscurely, the entire universe knows that you killed him, and that triggers off a sort of a combat moment. And yeah, that's in games that offer you that choice. It's very interesting to see which approach they ultimately side on. And Uncharted, of course, is big gun brawling action adventure game. So that's where they want to push things. Also, the gunplay is mechanically a little tighter, I think, than the stealth. That's right, it keeps a backup rifle in his sock. Yeah, besides accidentally killing the dude, which is a mistake I'm willing to own and keep for the roleplay purpose. But
Enemy presence detected.
yeah, that in conjunction with him having another weapon when I clearly just took it off of him, I'm just like, you know what? Let's just dial that back and kind of redo it. Let's call a mulligan on this. Gerbil, I'm trying to think of other games that that have some sort of non-lethal option, and that's you. That one's pivoting. That's charming. That they thought that would. It's charming that they thought that giving it a pivot
Analysis
would add that
complete.
extra layer of convincing, that extra layer of convincingness. Gonna point that in another direction there, fella. There we go. Binoculars. One of the greatest tools for mobility humankind has ever invented. Yeah, I don't know, man. Mulligan might have just been a little too real, you know? Implies a level of familiarity that you maybe just can't guarantee with the average player. If I can see through his scope. Nah, he's hogging it. It's completely unnecessary punch to the back of the head. Sorry guy, I actually just meant to grab you straight
Has
off.
been updated.
Yeah, Swedish X, that is something that when I play FOB challenges, let's see if the Rock will accept you again. Yes, there you go. When I play FOB challenges, I always go in non-lethally. And but I always bring in completely lethal loadouts because enemies usually have sufficient armor that they'll be able to, you know, they can take a shot or two and not suffer serious injury. And you can then stagger them as you approach them, and sometimes even cancel an alert or avoid an alert.
Where are the others?
And especially if the armor grade on some of your enemies is sufficiently high, you can it makes it, you have better results with that than going in with like a non-lethal firearm. I did not get the same information out of that guy this time. The Rock is hungry and does not discriminate. The Rock is pleased that you are thinking about it. The Rock would like to give you this friendship bracelet. What? I don't think I've ever noticed this before. I wonder what that could indicate. I wonder if that's supposed to be some sort of environmental information that I could, use strategically.
Analysis complete.
Let's see.
You have arrived at your destination.
Nerd. Oh yeah. I remember the area that's in. That's actually right before the. That's right before the ocelot fight. And yeah, there are some areas there that some parts of that level that can be difficult to close the distance on, and that's a perfect way of doing it. Where did I just overshoot it? Can I go in there? What am I missing? I can't go in this building, and it is. Oh. It's close.
Speak. Where are your friends? Where are your friends?
The map has been
A
updated.
Soviet tank. If you could steal that, nothing could stop you. But make a wrong move, and it'll chew you up.
Go, go, go!
Я не хочу умирать!
Gotta say, I'm more interested in this machine gun for staggering than I am with a sniper rifle, which is like a guaranteed kill. And yes, it is only the last HP that matters. In video games as in real life. Whatever doesn't kill you only extends your life meter. Alright, made it. No alerts. I love the graphic on this. As he scans it, the little sizzle you get. Yeah, that's so cool. Definitely a little more irradiating than your average barcode
Intel
scanner,
file
right?
Obtained. Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated.
Boss, that document you just got is the deployment plans for the Smasi Fort reinforcements. According to the plans, the Colonel is supposed to join up with a tank unit of Waksin barracks and then proceed to Smasi Fort. Those tanks being on the move doesn't make things easy.
Oh, I have a plan for this.
Hurry, boss.
Oh.
I've sent the tank unit's route to your iDroid.
No! Snake, do not bork the terrain this time. Now, where's my dude who... Oh, he's up there. Dang it. Well, I have a plan, and I need him for it. Maybe I can use this guy instead. No! Dude, no! Okay. I'm about to say, I've crafted this perfectly. Do not get caught up on terrain. That is the one frustration that I have about the gameplay in this, and this also holds in Death Stranding sometimes, which is that,
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
you can get caught up on terrain and lose any kind of advantage that you have for, come on, dude. Skedaddle. Ah, dang it. Oh, I think that guy's dead now. This might not work. Yeah. No, he's alive! Okay, I can still do this. This is going to depend upon an appeal to their common humanity for their comrades. You can't seriously see me. Oh man, he's... What are you shooting at? Oh, you came awake. Oh god. I defy you. Oh man. So I absolutely should have woken him up and then knocked him out again so I could renew that stun, because that entire strategy depended upon him staying down. So let's see if we can do that again. Yeah, using the tank feels. I understand that that's a good power moment, but also, I just like I like being scrappy. Oh man, how are you? Well, you know, I'm being less careful now. Nope, 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 terrain. Oh my god, come on. There we go. Alright, fella. Even if you wake up, I know you're absolutely not going anywhere. Which is not my intention, but that's where we are. You don't have decoys in Subsistence. You have... Your loadout is nil. Oh. And I believe this is about where I was before, and I feel like this can still work. And you know what? Let's just have a little bit of extra insurance here. There he is. Are you guys just hanging out? Yeah, right. I love the bullheaded drama of just sprinting after that tank and the cannon just slowly swiveling around. You guys gonna mosey on down. I'm not sure how much longer that guy's got. Well, in this instance, I'm not sure. I think I might have mortally wounded him. I thought that he was gonna have a little more in him since he's got that bulletproof vest. But if he does wake up, there is a possibility he might like bleed out or something, which is also a concern because that's also going to screw up the strategy. Oh God. I can think of nothing worse than being famous. I want to be loved. I gotta say, I admire the tenacity there. Yes, my beloved bots.
Analysis complete.
Are you guys gonna be escorting the tanks? Is that what's going on? What are you doing?
Analysis complete.
Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. You guys are just doing the manhunt thing. For a second I was worried they were going to be escorting the tanks, which would absolutely screw up what I'm trying to do. How are we feeling about supporting common humanity here? Dude, get it! Okay. No!
Now that's some lateral thinking. Target extraction confirmed.
Well, okay.
Good work.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Dude, go away. Oh God! No, 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 no! Oh, this is going to hell. Oh. I almost think I could have done that if I hadn't crouch walked.
Snake, are you okay?
All right.
Snake!
Totally do this. Yeah, that is another thing about something that I do wish that MGS5 did not have is having the triangle button assigned to the contextual button, and also allowing multiple contexts where it can be used pop up at the same time. I cannot count the number of times that I have been in an FOB mission and attempted to Fulton somebody out and then instead vaulted over the edge of a railing. Let's do that better.
I've sent the tank units route to your iDroid.
Can I hop up here? No, I cannot. There. Oh, for crying out loud. Wait a minute. Did I hear... I did! No, dude, drop him! Another instance where I really want one thing to happen and something else does instead. You are so lucky that my backup plan did not work.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
Wow, that guy is chuckling his way to freedom, isn't he?
Okay, subject is in.
All right. New plan. This guy is actually going to be my backup. Are they stopped? They are stopped. Okay, so this should give me at least 3 blips. Although, you know what? That's actually the more interesting, clever one, so I'm gonna pull these back. Let's make the sensible idea my backup plan. Yeah, I dig that.
Sun will set shortly.
I feel very strongly that having to wait for events to proceed is punishment enough for having messed up your strategy, because man, having a stunted momentum doesn't feel great. Okay, cool. There we go. Now that that concussion is refreshed, let's move up here.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Oh, they're all over the place, aren't they? All right, moment of truth.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence
Dude, you
detected.
put that Fulton on that tank!
Updated.
Target extraction confirmed. Nice work.
Alright. So, now that I know that this guy runs away, I want to wait on that. Evening, Mexican Sting. It's good to see you. Wow, that guy can truck it. Yeah! Yeah.
Mission info has been updated.
Good. You completed the objective. Now get out of there. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
What a day that man has had. Okay, so... Well, I mean, the first playthrough wasn't exactly a bad experience, so I'm, returning isn't quite the fall off the horse that it might be otherwise. It does break my heart a little bit that my old save file got tanked somehow. I don't know if I didn't back it up when I switched from PS4 to PS4 Pro, but actually, if you look at it stores your total playtime and your total records. It stores part of your total records in the online system. So that former save file was attached to this logon. So if I look here, I see that I still have a total playtime of 207 hours and 55 minutes, which is cumulative between 2015 and now. Yeah, it's weird, but it doesn't record all the other records that I have of having 100% in the game previously.
The map has been updated.
Oh.
Analysis complete.
Oh, these guys are gonna love explaining this later.
Caution.
They just left the keys in there. Later, nerds. Oh, this thing handles like a, well, like a tank. So maybe that's not the most appropriate cliche. Or maybe it's too appropriate, and that's what makes it bad.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
No, 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 dude, get out of the way! Ah! There's my no kill. Just blindly driving toward freedom. Which way are we? Alright, so I need to kind of turn it this way a little bit. There we go, there's our road. This looks like...
Clouds.
Quit hiding, they shout. As I am, as I'm blindly hobbling across, these barricades. Oh, I see lights. Wait, am I going... that's backward. Okay. That's not... No, that is the direction I want to go. Okay. Alright. Visibility. Just, one more time. Okay, there we go. Good. He might be okay, and I do dearly hope he is. I, did not intend to run him down. Let's take this fella off-road here. Gonna drift this UAV here. No, donkeys! Okay. Oh dear.
Exfiltrated hot zone.
You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
All right. No, I always save my animal friends.
Complete, boss.
B rank, jeez. Well, I guess as many times as that went south, I deserve that. Let's see. What do I have time for? Might have time for an FOB. See how that goes. And maybe, if all goes right, I will have the honor of invading somebody's base who happens to be there. And have the odds stacked colossally against me.
Good. Good dog.
Let's,
Please select a landing
Oh, wait.
zone.
I can just do this. You mean when, if somebody, another player goes to defend their FOB base? Yeah, I've had it happen many times. Let's see. Show you what my base looks like here. So I got my mother base in good shape. Got FOB 1 up to snuff. FOB 2. FOB 3 is in process. And I foolishly built the command platform of FOB 1, of FOB 4, which, if anybody wants to retaliate against me, there you go. It's the easiest possible victory. And, you know, I'm not too heartbroken over it. You know what, they can have it. Yeah, the PS4 player base must be still quite good. Oh, there's Oscar. Show you my emblem here. This is Oscar. He's Oscar, the friendliest merc. He's got that smile there, that winning eye contact. Oscar knows how to make friends and influence people. Alright, give me just 1 second to take a quick break, and I'll be back and we'll do an FOB. Oscar is a good goat. Oscar is the best goat, and if anybody says otherwise, they haven't met Oscar. Yes, Oscar, the greatest of all time. So let's see, who has got a... Actually, is there a nuclear equipped target? That would be a fun thing to do. There is not. Yeah, also carryover from my from my old save file. If you see down there, wins 496. That's cumulative. The FOB victories I had from 2015 and now. I have level 45. Let's see. 10 UAVs, 29 cameras. Yikes. Yeah, let's do this.
Heading to FOB.
That's all good. Also good. Yep, that's good. Let's do it.
Deploying.
I have experimented rather with using S++ ranked soldiers on these, and they do have the benefit of being able to sort of absorb more damage if they've got the tough guy boost, and can have better weapon handling and run speed and the like. But I gotta say, it all pales compared to that stun arm. I love the stun arm, and especially when the FOB owner or a defender shows up, they never expect it. And it feels good to catch him off guard.
The map has been updated.
Absolutely want to get these UAV marked. This is always my priorities. These guys are kind of whatever. But any flying robots, that's what I want to see. That is too far out of range. That is also too far out of range.
Analysis complete.
That is not... should not be. Ah, shoot. There we go. Got one more. Ah, stun arm is my favorite. It's the goofiest weapon. Let's see. There we go. This gives me the breathing room that I want.
Analysis complete.
Can I hit you at this distance? I don't think I can. Nope. There we go. Once I get rid of this guy, that should... How did that miss?
Where are your friends?
Nope. Thank you. Oh. Let's just help you out there.
No visual! All fire teams, this is CP.
We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go take it out.
Ah! That didn't work. The dumbest guard. Wow, they actually fire after them during alerts.
Leave the rest to us.
There you go. Oh, you guys got what? Oh, right. There's that, using lethal damage to stagger. Truth be told, I am not the best FOB player. I take my time, make a lot of mistakes. And, as long as I get out of this first hole, I'm usually pretty okay. That never gets old. I mean, it's just pure slapsticks.
CP, this is Delta 9. Lost visual contact. Heading the last known position. Over.
You usually can compensate for distance, but I think that at a certain range, it just doesn't register. So I can't snipe from the first FOB platform to the last. Anybody there? Okay, cool.
CP, this is Zulu 7. No sign of the enemy. Searching the area. Over. This is CP. Understood. They can't have gotten far. Stay alert. Out.
Whoop. Woo. Maybe I didn't want them to turn around that way. Which way are you guys going? Yeah, you're all looking this way now. Shoot. That is also... Later, fellas.
All fire teams, this is CP.
Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Where are your friends?
Cheers.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, cool. Thought there might be somebody over there.
CP, this is Delta 6. Search complete. No sign of hostiles. Over.
This is the range I can work with.
Keep your guard up. Out.
Clouds approaching.
There we go. And just for extra spice. I say for extra spice, but it actually has a strategic value because that sends the guys cleaning up the mess that I'm leaving, and that has been beneficial to me. Yeah, sonar is one of my bread and butter tools here. It's the last of that suppressor.
We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
Analysis complete.
See.
CP, this is Delta 4. We'll investigate immediately.
Those are not stealable containers. I like the pattern they've got here, though. There we go. Okay.
Don't do it. Where are the others? Speak.
At that point, I'm just in it for the heroism score counter.
You gotta extract him.
CP, this is Delta 2. Threat in the area. We're tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 1. We'll investigate ASAP. Out.
It's so goofy.
CP, this is Howell 4. I just saw someone suspicious. Checking it out. Over.
All right.
This is CP. Understood. Keep your guard up. Out.
I play a lot of base development platforms, so I have a few strategies that I like to use
Analysis
on these layouts. I am less familiar
Just discovered an
with other platforms layouts, so
CP. Understood. It could be an enemy attack. All units, stay alert. Out.
I would like to become more familiar with the different layouts, so I can have a variety of strategies. There are some platforms that you benefit from raiding more than others because you get specific resource rewards.
CP, this is Delta 4. We got damage to an
And so you benefit from knowing how to handle those situations.
All fire teams, this is CP.
We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 1. The surveillance camera's been destroyed. Not a malfunction. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and find the intruder. Out.
Okay, you guys should be on your way. Oh, there's a dude there on the ladder. Well, I'm glad that I just missed him. Ooh, let's get back down.
CP, this is Delta 9. We've arrived on the scene. Checking the area. Over. CP, understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out.
Make fun of me,
All fire teams.
Alright, you guys. You've been a lot of fun today.
CP, this is Delta 9. Security cam's been destroyed. Definitely an enemy attack. Over. This is CP. Understood. All fire teams check your surroundings. Flush out the intruder. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security cam. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 2. Something weird's going on here. How should we proceed? Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Oh no, he died. Whoops. Well, I can't say that that was my intention. This is where my favorite coup de grace comes in. No, 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 no! God almighty. I did not know that camera was there. Let's just fix this right now. So close to the satisfying ending that I wanted, but sadly, no. Thank you. Goodbye.
Caution. You missed anticipated.
And, where's my ladder? Here we go.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Which way are you facing? Yeah, let's trade this out. That's gonna be close. Let's see, how do we celebrate? Let's do it this way. Come on, guys, call it. Huzzah! That was a neat angle.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Evening, Ark. It's good to see you. I'm sorry the second dose is giving you a run for it. Yeah, I had a rough time with it too. After, geez, after about 18 hours after the second dose, I had just the most powerful vertigo I've experienced in years, and was basically sleeping for about 19 hours. It was rough. So I wish you the best of luck in recovering, and if you have a chance to hop back in, we're actually at the end here. And thank you everybody for coming out. It's been a pleasure, and yeah, I'm gonna kind of figure out when I'm feeling like picking up Killer 7 again. I believe Ark suggested that in one location that going back to alternating games on weeknights and weekend nights would be a good idea. So I'm going to think about that and see how that goes. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out, and I will hopefully see you on Saturday. Have a great night. Whoop, nope. Slamming my equipment around here. There we go.